Well, now that we're knocking on the door of summer, we thought we could help you out with some beautiful hiking trails with much cooler temperatures. Robert Stieve is the editor-in-chief of the Arizona Highways magazine, who always has, I was going to say the hot spots, but in this case it's the cool spots.
Which sounds good. As the thermometer starts to get more and more red, we like to go where it's cool.
Absolutely. Even though the temperatures are supposed to be kind of nice this weekend, you know that those triple digits are coming.
Yeah, and regardless of what the temperature is, it's always great to, get out of town and get out on the trail, experience a little Mother Nature. And, see the trees and the birds and the trees and the rocks and all the other stuff, yeah.
So you know what, here's the neat thing, in your upcoming edition, or actually it's out now, right?
Just came out.
A whole slew of great spots to head off to, with a little bit of information, a little map, where to go, what to do for all these cool hiking trails.
Right, and what we try to do is include enough trails there so there's something for everyone. So there's some that are longer and more challenging. There's a couple that we have around Flagstaff where you could literally get up, eat breakfast, go out and hike, for an hour or two and then come back and almost be back in time for lunch.
Oh, excellent.
So there's a range of things.
Good. Starting with the day trip all the way, working your way up.
Right.
Okay, excellent. Well, let's take us, let's go to the first place here. And this is called the Vishnu Trail, and one of your favorite spots, the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and the south rim, gets so many people when you go over to El Tovar and you're looking around there. This is actually a trail that's off the Kaibab National Forest, a little bit away from the crowds. In fact, I'd be surprised if you'll see anybody on this trail with you. However, you get these spectacular views. You look across the plateau there and you can see into the canyon, and you can actually see the north rim of the canyon. And of course you can see Vishnu Temple, which is one of the most notorious landmarks within the canyon. So
now, would this be a day hike, or
this is real short? This
is
and the other great thing about these is there's usually a scenic drive attached to all the hikes. So this one you drive almost 15 miles back through the woods, but it's an easy drive. You can do it in a sedan, and then the actual trail's only a couple miles. So you get the scenic drive, but you get a short little hike at the end.
Okay, I know what our viewers just said, a couple of miles. It's only a couple of miles.
That's right. But it's level. There are no ups and downs.
Okay, good to know. O'Leary Peak. Now, where is this located?
This is this is just north of Flagstaff. You're actually looking at Sunset Crater there. For your viewers who are familiar with that monument just north of Flagstaff. And O'Leary Peak is another crater, actually, just to the north of it, and you can hike up. It too is I guess we rate that one moderate, and this one's a few more miles than the last one we talked about, but the views are spectacular up there. You get those views of Sunset Crater where you can actually look into a now dormant volcano, and you can also see images of the San Francisco peaks too.
Gorgeous. Let's go to Bill Williams Trail.
Yeah, this is a beautiful spot. I think we're actually looking at Sandy's Canyon right here. This is the one.
Sorry, Walnut Canyon. My bad.
Yeah, that's okay. This is the one I was talking about. This too is a pretty short hike, a couple of miles, but it's just literally about 3 or 4 miles outside of Flagstaff. So you can get in your car, drive to the trailhead, and hike down into this kind of scenery. So again, talking about wanting to find cooler climbs and some nice green vegetation, that's a great spot.
Oh, that is beautiful. Now this is Bill Williams Trail, the next one we're going to look at.
Yes,
where's this one at?
This is over by Williams, Arizona, which is west of Flagstaff, about half hour or so. And again, a lot of people hike around Flagstaff, and for good reason, but if you go a little bit farther west, you get into the Bill Williams area, and it's pretty quiet over there, but you still climb this great mountain, get this kind of scenery. This hike, I think, is maybe 6 or 7 miles round trip. It's a pretty good hike, so if you're looking for something a little more strenuous, this is a good option. And
I just want to remind viewers that, because we go up into the cool country, we still have to remember to hydrate and bring some snacks and be prepared. You never know.
And in the issue, we talk about sort of the 10 commandments of hiking and the things that you need to do, which include the things you mentioned. Also, making sure you let somebody know where you're hiking, when you plan to be done, always hike with somebody else, don't hike alone, and a few other things. But yeah, and most of it comes down to common sense.
Yeah.
But things happen, and when you get on some of these bigger mountains, lightning strikes in the summertime.
You're right.
It's something to think about, so you really want to watch the weather and make sure you're
Yeah.
smart about it.
It is so unpredictable here in
Yeah.
Arizona anyway. So,
Absolutely.
and I also noticed there's some bike trails
Yeah.
ideas in here too. This is the June issue of Arizona Highways magazine. It's on newsstands right now. You can pick up a copy and get all the trail information for yourself. And it's always good to have for next year if you can't make it this year anyway. It's one of those magazines you just hang on to.
Yeah, and these hikes will be here next year and the year after, so hang on to that thing forever.
Yeah, the trails are never going
Yeah.
away. All the information on SonoranLiving.com. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Robert.
Terry.